Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another Pep Talk, PEP, passionately empowering people. Today's topic is 99 and a half just won't do. 99 and a half just won't do. I was listening to a friend of mine, a co-worker, just earlier today, and she made the comment 99 and a half just won't do. So I was thinking of a topic for today, and she just came in right on time. 99 and a half just won't do. So what does that mean, 99 and a half won't do? It's referring to your commitment, giving it all you've got to that thing, that very thing that you want. Give it all you've got, 100%, 110%, until you are willing to risk it all. You will never know what it's like to gain it all. So you've got to be willing to put everything on the line. You got to be willing to put it all on the line and say failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. This has to work. So whatever it is, that thing that you're working on or thought about working on or started working on and pushed it to the side, whatever it is, you got to be all in. You got to decide that you're going to be all in all the way. Just imagine if, for those of you who are married, just imagine if your spouse came to you and said, baby, I'm going to be faithful some of the time. No matter of fact, I'm going to step it up a notch. I'm going to be faithful most of the time. You wouldn't accept it. You would not accept those terms. But on your own accord, on your own terms, you accept it from yourself more than you realize. Why do we do that? So those of you that made a New Year's resolution that you're going to lose weight and you only went to the gym for the first 2 weeks out of the year, or you may have said, hey, I'm going to write that book, and all you came up with was the idea for the book. Haven't wrote a single page, hadn't even wrote an outline yet. Maybe you said, hey, I'm going to start that business or that organization. And then life stepped in and hit you upside the head, put some stumbling blocks in front of you. And unlike your spouse who's remaining faithful, you've given up. You haven't remained faithful to that idea, to that thing that you've been pursuing, to that desire in your heart that you know you can't live without. You haven't remained faithful to that. You haven't stayed committed. But in the midst of it all, you can change the course and get back on track. Okay? So you got to be willing to make the necessary changes so that you can get back on course and head in the direction you know you need to be headed. So when life hits you upside the head, gives you some bumps and bruises, just stay committed, just stay focused. So if you wonder why things really haven't changed, even though you made your New Year's resolution or you came up with this idea and you jotted some stuff down, even though you made that initial commitment and didn't stay true to it, if you wonder why nothing's changed, it's because you didn't stay committed. Your commitment has to change. Your level of commitment has to change if you want everything else to change. So in other words, you literally got to go ham. You got to go hard as a mother refrigerator. You got to go ham and go after that thing that you want. That thing that you know your heart so strongly desires. You got to go hard as a mother refrigerator and go get it. And remember, failure is not an option. You got to give it all you've got every step of the way, even when you don't feel like it. When you don't want to climb out the bed, when you don't want to get dressed, when you don't want to host the meeting, when you don't want to have the conference call, when you don't want to confront that person, and that person might be the person in the mirror, you've got to go in all the way, every step of the way. So the key is to make a decision, to make a commitment, to stay committed to your commitment. I practice that, okay? So you've got to go full throttle. If you think about an airplane, in order for the airplane to get off the ground, it can't go 99.5%. It can't go 50%. It has to go full throttle. in order to get off the ground to reach a certain altitude. Then it can back up off the throttle a little bit and just kind of glide and coast. But you can't get to that altitude unless you go full throttle, unless you give it 100%, 110%. You got to be willing to go ham all the way, 110% if necessary. You got to unleash the beast, release the imprisoned splendor. And remember, it's all or nothing. 99.5 just won't do. So make that commitment. Recommit yourself to whatever that dream is, whatever that goal is, whatever that ambition or passion is that you have in your heart. And if you don't have one, you got to figure out what it is. You got to figure out why you are here. Because if you don't fulfill that purpose, that need, then everybody around you is going to suffer because you didn't do what you were called to do. You didn't do what you were designed to do. You didn't fulfill that need. So figure out what it is. And if you already know what it is, recommit yourself and say, I'm not doing 99.5% no more. I'm going to do 110%. I'm going all the way. Failure is not an option. As always, I belong to a consortium of wealthy business owners and entrepreneurs who are serious about helping people go full throttle, helping people go ham, hard as a mother refrigerator, and achieve their goals. If you want to be debt-free and drama-free, if you want to live life with some passion, you know, we spend so much time making a living that we forget to live. If you want to be around some people that can teach you what they know, to get to a place where they are so that you are living, so that you can supply a financial and secure financial future for your generations to come in your family, we need to get together. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Give me a call. Shoot me a text. Say, give me some more information. I'm working on a financial freedom project. You can give me a call, 901-646-1393. Leave me a message below this video. Shoot me an inbox. Say, I need more info. Let's get together. Let's talk. Let's make some things happen. Let's go stop giving 99.5% and let's go 100 or don't go at all. Listen, that's my time. I'm passionately empowering people to live for today, but plan for tomorrow. Until next time, God bless.